All right, Coach Bill Zadick, you pushed through to the finals today. I mean, you qualified 3 weights for the Olympic Games. Touch on that a little bit. The guys that qualified and how you feel they performed today.
Yeah, it's they did a great job. I'm proud of everybody that wrestled today, and we got 3 through. It was a big step for our team, for our country, and for those individuals. It just helps them continue to build confidence. We had some great victories out there today, and so I'm really proud of their effort in the direction that they continue to go as individuals and move our country.
David Taylor, first time back in almost a year. It's been obviously a progression to get him back on the map, but can you talk about your experience over his journey, to get back on the mat and then seeing him take the mat again, what that felt like? Yeah,
it's been a long road for David, and it's been a long time since he wrestled, pretty close to about 10 months since the Beat the Streets event, and so really excited for him and really happy for how he competed. He's getting back to the way he wants to wrestle, and he was really smart in his preparation, his training, and I think he displayed that out there. I mean, so far he's wrestled the 2 of the better guys in the bracket with the Venezuelan and the Cuban, and so 8-0 and 10-0 is a pretty good start. He's got a Peruvian tonight that's a quality kid wrestles hard, and David's faced him before, and so we need to go out there and finish the job right. And so yeah, I've been really excited and really happy for him. I'm glad he qualified the weight, and I'm excited about where his performance is.
Touch on Gilman a little bit. Obviously last minute jumping in here, and then also having the Cuban is really tough on his side.
Yeah.
Big match.
Yeah, Thomas, of course, did a great job, right? And this Cuban is a 2-time U23 champ. He's been 5th in the world in the senior level, and he's really good. He wrestled in one of the German leagues this last fall and won a bunch of matches, and he's really explosive, and he's really quick, and he's got some great skills. And Thomas, he did a really good job, really good job with him. Kid's tricky with the hand fighting and the drags and some of the coming off that stuff to low singles. And he just, he was prepared well, and he always is. I love working with Thomas. He's an intelligent guy and a studious person. Even his downtime, he spends time reading and studying world history and stuff like that. And he's just an analytical person. And so to see him win a match like that, it's a big match. He's actually faced him before and lost a close match to him. So sometimes those are bigger moral victories than they are physical victories. But in both cases today, he wrestled extremely well, and it's a big step for him and his pursuit of an Olympic gold medal, and it's a big step for our country to get that weight qualified, and just really proud of his effort.
Nick Gwiazdowski, continues to impress today. What do you think is the key for him? He mentioned a couple things, different training environments, different partners, stuff like that, but he's obviously at that threshold of becoming a world champion. How does he push through? What do you think?
Yeah, it's just incremental improvements, and it's really interesting because you when you go to the world championship, say there's 25 or 30 guys in a bracket, every one of those guys is a national champion, right, in their home country. So the margin of victory from the 25 to 1 is maybe this wide, but the margin from 5 to 1 is like this wide, right? And so he's right at the top of that, and just needs to keep improving and doing some little things. And again, I'm blessed to work with the group I work with. They're really intelligent guys, and I have a great staff with Coach Russell and Coach Jackson, and we try to be very intelligent about our improvement. Nick epitomizes that. He's kind of a quick, agile heavyweight, a little bit different than you see with some of the, a lot of the guys in the top 5 or 6 in the world they're really big guys. They're 6'5", 6'8", 280 pounds. And so he's been really smart in how he's going about improving from what he already does extremely well to getting it to the next level. And I think this has been a great performance so far. He has another match to go and win the tournament, and happy for him. Really proud of what he's doing.
So obviously not a perfect day. 65 kilos remains to be qualified. Can you just your reaction to that, and then your message to Zane, who obviously went out there and was looking great,
Yeah.
just kind of got stuck, and then looking at the process moving forward too.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think it's any different, really. I mean, Zane, he's the same. He's the same as the rest of them, right? They're the same, and they're unique to each of themselves. But Zane's an intelligent kid. He works his butt off. He does everything that humanly possible to improve. Of course, I'm disappointed for Zane because he feels bad. I'm disappointed that we didn't get the weight qualified, of course. But, given the situation, I think we're about 30 seconds away from tech fall on that guy, right? I mean, maybe, we'll look at it and see, if maybe we just got a little too greedy in a position or just got caught, right? And sometimes, I was talking with some of our other staff, and sometimes you can pin people that you can't beat. And maybe Zane just was in a unique situation, but I'm no less proud of him. He did a great job. He's wrestled some really hard matches. He's continues to improve, and for each of these guys, none of them have made the U.S. team, right? But as they continue to advance and grow and challenge each other, they advance our team, and Zane's done that as much as anybody has, and so I'm really proud of him, and I love working with him, and as I do with all of our guys. So, we'll. It's not over. We got a trials. We got a world qualifier left to go, and so we still got some time. We got things to do.
So this week's been kind of crazy, right? As the leader of this group here, what's been your message? How have you tried to keep the waters calm, I guess, amidst all the worldwide kind of happenings?
It is a crazy, it has been a very interesting time to be alive, right? And just what's going on with the world and specifically in our sport, we've had, major events get canceled, the NCAA tournament being canceled, and that's on the front of everybody's mind. And we just have talked about what we came to do, what we've intended to do, and try to disconnect from all the hysteria that's going on. And we want to be safe, we want to be healthy, we want our families to be the same. And the best thing we can do right now is keep our foot on the gas and keep working towards the things that these guys have dedicated their lives to, their as individuals, their families, their training partners, their coaches, and not get distracted with the hysteria until we need to make adjustments, right? And making every adjustment that we need to do to keep our people safe, our athletes safe, our staff safe. And, Rich Bender and Cody Bickley have been on the ground here with our team and doing a great job and keeping a pulse on what's going on here in Ottawa with the national and local governments. And so the best thing that we can do is just stay focused. And sometimes you kind of have to disconnect and unplug from all the hysteria. And these guys really did a good job. It was challenging. It was really challenging in the last couple of weeks, but I was really proud of the way that they did that and just stayed focused. And it really is a testament to who they are and shows the strength of their character and why they continue to impress our fan base in the United States, and they represent us very well.
Last thing for you, obviously news came out that trials are going to be postponed, to when we don't necessarily know yet, but how does it impact you and in terms of, preparation for the actual Olympics?
Yeah, it impacts us a little bit. We have to restructure our training plan and our schedule a little bit. Hopefully they're looking at a latter part of May timeframe that still fits pretty well. And hopefully the Olympic Games go off as scheduled, and we get 4 or 6 weeks in the future, and we're getting ahead of this world hysteria a little bit. Then we'll feel a lot better about it. So right now I think it's kind of the same message I just said, is we need to take a step back and just not get too distracted and too overwhelmed with the hysteria. Look at what can be planned and plan as it comes, and just keep focused on our goals and what we want to do. And ultimately, first and foremost, we want to keep everybody healthy and safe. And next, we have chosen wrestling as something that we've dedicated our lives to, and we want to honor that commitment. So if we get to do what we've intended, then we'll make small adjustments and divert a little bit, and I think we'll be in good shape.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, thanks a lot.